I love that music. And welcome back to another episode of Microdac 4K Ponderable Moments. Here we go. You're looking at beautiful life forms, handiwork of the laws of nature, absolute and inspiring. Today, I want to talk about the Bible. The Bible is one of those beautiful books that should be in everyone's library, not for religious reasons, but as a source of great stories about life and living. It should be read with the following understanding. Number one, God is a metaphor for the laws of spirituality, and you are responsible for your life, its rewards and consequences. You. The decision to be good, or to be like God, or to be evil, being anti-God, is a matter of choice. Your choice. You know the laws and you know the consequences. Results, not excuses. Quite often in the process of personifying the Lord, or the word God, it is totally misrepresented in translations, deliberately so. God is then made human, a human man at that. Not only that, but this personified misconception of God is given all the flaws of mankind. He murders women and children, destroys cities, the world. Supposedly, he's a jealous God with an overblown ego. He's a God that exacts vengeance. This God possesses all the flaws of a misguided man who commits errors, what you call sin. Number two, I simply reject such concepts of God. To me, I get my inclination of God by being in and around nature. And this is what I have gleaned. Ignore that God of biblical fame. Accept the word Lord as a word that should be seen as a law, spiritual law. Law. In nature, one soon learns that there are mathematical laws and laws of science. These are fixed. Then there are theories. Since the mind abhors a vacuum, we create theories and we stick to them until such time those theories become law. So, what does that mean? The earth is billions of years old. Mankind is relatively new here. Maybe 100,000 years as man as we know mankind to be. And even so, mankind as a truly thinking being is a very, very recent development, maybe 12,000 years or so. Here we are in Eden. We are observers with the ability to think, or not think. We observe nature, our true teacher and church. We observe the plants, the animals, the weather, the streams, the oceans, the rivers, the seasons. We then create myths, and these myths then become gods. To understand what I'm talking about, and if you care, study the works of one of the greatest thinkers of the 20th century. I'm talking about the American philosopher Mr. Joseph Campbell. His explanation of the myth is the best I've ever read and seen on PBS. So, as mankind, thinkers become atheists or agnostics, and non-thinkers adopt religion as their blanket. Ignorance is bliss to the non-thinker. And the unscrupulous manipulators of religion then invent such damning terms as blasphemy, Satan, and hell. Okay, to shorten this. Since the curious mind abhors a vacuum, we created tales to justify our curiosity. We create a God in our own image. So, back to the law, meaning Lord, and God, meaning the lawgiver. We can then read the Bible and be entertained. The Lord is my shepherd now has a brand new meaning that has value. We now read that the spiritual law is my guide. Just as there are many mathematical equations and scientific laws, there are many spiritual laws. All are fixed. We're just now beginning to understand them all and to understand their implications. It is then up to us to know these laws and apply them to our everyday living. As natural human beings, we know instinctively all about love, compassion, harmony, justice. It is when we go against our natural being of being good, that is, of being the gods that we are, that we make errors, or that we sin. Sin is another word for errors. One spiritual law, for example, is the law of karma. We get what we sow. The good person is rewarded with what he or she desires, while the bad person gets what he or she fears. This theme is recorded many, many times in the Bible. Good meaning righteous. By the way, one bit of poetry in the Bible about karma, the rewarding for love and loyalty, is the book of Ruth. Because of her love, we then had Jesus. The metaphysical implications are enormous. Another spiritual law is eternal life. This is getting so long, so I must close. I leave you with this. It makes no difference if you believe in karma or eternal life. That is, the cycle of life or the crude term of reincarnation. You're subjected to these laws, just as it makes no difference if you believe in gravity. Gravity is. I do have a suggestion. Be sincere in your meditation, and the truth will not only come to you, but it will set you free of religion. In short, think for yourself.